Well, we have some filtered sunshine over our Allo Communications camera as some high clouds are moving on in. A very warm afternoon. 67 was the high actually in Lincoln. This is showing 66, but the climate report that has come out has bumped that up to 67. 66 or 67. Still warm nevertheless. Made it up to 66 degrees in Beatrice, 64 in Kearney, 67 as well out in Aurora. A very warm, unseasonably warm afternoon. Still in the 60s across many locations in southeast Nebraska, 65 right now in Lincoln, but we've dropped to the middle 50s in Wahoo, sitting at 56 degrees, 62 in Beatrice, 61 in York, 65 in Grand Island, 64 the current temperature in Kearney. Here are those high clouds that we saw over the Allo Communications camera. Not overly widespread, but I do think they will continue to be with us throughout the evening and overnight hours. We'll pick up stormcasts at 6 o'clock this evening. In fact, some of those clouds may actually start to thin out as we head towards 9, 10 o'clock, but then more clouds will arrive for the overnight hours. So we will go partly cloudy on average for tonight. Another mild night. Average lows for this time of year are right around 20 degrees. I think we'll have lows right around 30 degrees here in the capital city. Again, waking up to a decent amount of clouds tomorrow morning. In fact, some down towards Fairbury, Hebron, Beatrice may be able to see a couple of breaks in the clouds early on, but I think there'll be plenty of clouds throughout the day. The big kicker tomorrow afternoon will be an area of low pressure developing off to our south, and the issue is that's going to draw some warm air closer to us, and that's going to throw a wrench as far as temperatures go. And here's what we're talking about. We're forecasting a high of 45 degrees in Lincoln, but you don't have to go much farther to the south until you see 50s for high temperatures, but then go off to the northwest and we see 30s for highs. I could easily see a situation where a couple of these 50s may be able to inch their way closer to Lincoln, and it could be that the colder air gets here in time before we can get to the 50s. So overall, tomorrow is kind of a wild card as far as high temperatures go. The general trend is warmer air to the southeast and cooler air to the northwest, but take a coat with you either way, because by the time we get towards tomorrow evening, a much colder air mass will be arriving, as we'll see in just a moment. Picking up stormcasts on Monday evening, still hanging on to mostly cloudy skies, watching some snow developing out in the Panhandle regions. And as you go into the overnight hours, especially early Tuesday morning, this is 3 a.m. Tuesday, watching the potential for a few snow flurries developing in southeast Nebraska. These aren't looking like they're going to be too significant at this particular point in time. The best chance will be in northern Nebraska. By the time we get towards Tuesday afternoon, I anticipate a lot of that snow will even be out of northern Nebraska. So we may see a little bit of sunshine for the afternoon on Tuesday, but it'll be very cold, 18 the high, and we stay cold on Wednesday and Thursday, 17 the high on both of those days. And then we have another wave of low pressure moving through on Thursday. That could bring us a few more snow showers. Here's a look at what's possible as far as liquid equivalent precipitation goes over the next 7 days. Not much per these two models right here. Since January 1st, we are at a 1-inch deficit as far as precipitation goes, so this right here would not knock off much from this deficit. So even if we do see some precipitation, it's not going to be a whole heck of a lot. So our cool down will last through Thursday, and then we start to warm up on Friday, mostly sunny, 25 degrees, and then we'll be back in the 40s for the weekend. Right now, beyond Thursday, things look very dry. I don't see any real consistent opportunities for precipitation beyond Thursday, so we just got a very cold stretch to get through before we can finally get back into the 40s. That 44 degrees on Saturday will be very inviting.
I'm wiping away the tears from those below zero temperatures there, Malcolm.
They'll freeze.
Ooh.